Since the early years of the 20th century, Hollywood film itself has represented almost all the cinema industry. So how about other nations' cinema? Whether if cultural work of Hollywood films inflected out of social and political context have even raised a concern? We had chose South Korean cinema to answer all the concerned questions about the world film industry. Anyway, things we want to talk about today are around director Bong Joon-ho, his movies, and how he made use of the lighting film technique to turn his works into masterpieces. If you have yet to know who Bong Joon-ho is, he's awesome. So Bong Joon-ho was born on September 14, 1969. Being raised in an artistic family, he had already decided from middle school that he wanted to be a filmmaker. In the early 1990s, he was accepted in the 2-year program at Korea's top film school, the Korean Academy of Film Arts. After graduating, he spent the next 5 years contributing in various capacities to works by other directors. Most of his success films belong to the thriller genre. Bong began shooting his first feature, Barking Dogs Never Bite, in 2000. His second film, Memories of Murder in 2003, is based on a true serial killing case that reshaped South Korea during the 1980s, won Best Director and Best Lighting prizes at the 2003 Grand Bell Awards. The third hit is The Host in 2006, a horror and thriller movie about the carelessness of the government about protecting the environment. And Mother in 2009 is also a thriller movie about the ethics of motherhood. Thriller is a very difficult genre to pin down because it covers such a wide range of types of films. Thrillers are films of suspense. It is always combined with film noir, gangster, science fiction, or horror films. Bong has been exceptionally successful when making use of some comic and horror elements in these thriller films. Comedy elements sometimes fascinated people who were not familiar with new film modernity, and horror elements create a curiousness to gain audience attention. As for the aesthetics that the power of cinema as a tool of social change, Bong Joon-ho clarified that he does not create a beautiful theme. The main theme of his films is social evils. Bong is intelligent in portraying realities of contemporary Korean, especially the shame, guilt, and trauma left over from the democratic movement of the 1980s without breaking the limitation.
Bong Joon-ho did not hesitate to mention about the stress and the problem of political residue. His film contained a profound message about problem of nation and humanity.
Since 1999, Korean cinema has followed the path of Hollywood. Even some filmmakers have shown more interest in making deals in formulaic genres. Bong Joon-ho recognizes that the combination of film genres create a strange mixture that developed within him a unique style but not defined. The majority of audiences say that his films are ignoring Hollywood because of his outstanding creative. He said he learned from Korean classic films and directors but also from Hollywood. Owning only 5 hit films in 13 years in the domestic market share, but Bong Joon-ho is regarded as one of the most important directors in South Korea, with the ability to erase all boundaries of genre in his work. However, it is strange that the characters in Bong Joon-ho films do not have any common characteristics of the blockbusters. They often look nothing outstanding. His special actress Bae Dona cannot be considered a beauty. Or the 2 actors he loved, Kim Roy-ha and Song Kang-ho, a typical face of South Korean men, are not handsome. Even when the pretty actor Won Bin was chosen for the lead role in the film Mother, it is also an intellectual disability character. Male often play the role of main character, but their characteristics are often useless and need help from the women. It shows the current situation of Korea, when women are not really own equal voice in the society. Lighting is an integral part of the cinematography and is largely responsible for the look of the film. Lighting are successfully used in Bong Joon-ho's movies. Key lighting is hard lighting focused on a particular subject, most likely the main character or the subject in shots. The light is placed on the front and the side of character who is between the key light and the camera. Bong Joon-ho refers to the use low-key lighting in his thriller movies. If a high-key lighting shot makes viewer feel airy and light, a low-key lighting is usually dramatic and full of mystery. Low-key lighting refers to a scene where lighting is predominantly dark and shadowy. Bong director used low-key lighting to isolate a subject or convey drama. This girl in the scenes of The Host 2006 was lit with a single softbox light source. Low-key lighting in the scenes help to minimize distractions in our frame, so it really guides our eyes to these two kids, then the monster, then the victim. A character is in a dark cave and a bright light is shining on him. A scene is shot with a low-key lighting can create a scary or worried feeling to the audience and they will wonder what will happen. Besides key lighting, Bong Joon-ho also uses backlighting in his movie, which was very much a feature of classic Hollywood cinema during 1930s and 1960s. It is normally used to distinguish the figure of the foreground from the background. In other words, it aims towards the camera from above and behind the subject. Backlighting is known also as the hair and shoulder light. We can see in this sense it creates a halo effect on the edges of the character's head and shoulder, while other areas are darker. Backlighting helps separate subject and the background and create a more deep and 3D appearance to the actors.
진짜 한강 나오네?
동굴이 아니고 하수구 임마. 이게 이렇게 다 연결.
So, in conclusion, he put comedy and tragedy together without diminishing each other. Bong Joon-ho delivers powerful messages about social politics, but do not create a headache for audience. Even though in thriller movies, the audience can still laugh at many scenes. Besides, Bong Joon-ho is successful to harness lighting effect and influence the ways viewers respond to character and narrative events in film.